At the beginning of the first season of Game of Thrones, Arya Stark was forced to say goodbye to her direwolf, Nymeria, who ran away into the forest so she wouldn't be killed at the behest of the Lannisters. 6 years later, the episode Stormborn has finally clued us into where Arya's former companion went. Now fully grown, she appears to be leading a pack of smaller wolves in the wilderness surrounding Winterfell. It's clear from their encounter that Nymeria is no longer interested in being a pet. As Arya said, "That's not you." It's a similar sentiment to what Arya once expressed about her own life to her father, Ned. When he told her that she'd be expected to grow up and become the demure wife of a nobleman, she replied, "That's not me." Now, both she and Nymeria are living their lives free of domestication, but where Nymeria has embraced her situation so thoroughly that she's even formed a new pack, Arya still holds out hope that she might be able to reach her family. Welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. Whether or not she sees Nymeria again might depend on how she chooses to proceed. If she finally does give up her Stark heritage and seeks out a more hermit-like existence, then perhaps their paths will cross in the woods again. Arya isn't the only Stark whose current circumstances perfectly mirror that of her direwolf either. Sansa's wolf was executed by the Lannisters in a way that symbolized her abuse at Joffrey's hands. Robb and Rickon's wolves were murdered the same time that they were, both by the Boltons, and Bran's wolf was killed in the cave of the Three-Eyed Raven, right after he made a terrible mistake that put him and his travel party in danger. This only leaves Ghost and Nymeria left. Of course, Game of Thrones has passed beyond what's happened in the books, so whether Nymeria will return in the future is anyone's guess at this point. Because of the way the show has skimped on direwolf appearances in the past, however, I feel pretty confident in saying that this is likely the last time she'll appear. If she does come back, it will be for a very specific reason. She might get symbolically killed, too, or maybe she'll swoop in at the last moment like Summer once did for Bran way back in the first season and save Arya from some unforeseen danger. Either way, until that moment comes, I will choose to imagine Nymeria how audiences last saw her in Game of Thrones, ruling over the forests with a band of badass wolves, living her best life. At least someone's thriving on this show, even if that someone is a direwolf. Arya wasn't attacked by the wolves because Nymeria is their leader. Nymeria was the only direwolf, which are much larger than regular wolves. Arya was surrounded by the wolves, intimidated by the wolves, and ultimately spared by the wolves. That was courtesy of Nymeria. At first Nymeria was probably planning to rip her apart, like so many others. Until Arya recognized her and said Nymeria's name. The love is still there, and the bond, even after all this time. Arya asked Nymeria to come home with her so they can be together again, and is momentarily heartbroken when Nymeria turned to leave with her pack instead of going with Arya. Then Arya realizes that if she were a direwolf she wouldn't want to be domesticated, live in a castle and give up her freedom, so she says to Nymeria, "That's not you." That doesn't mean literally. It is Nymeria. Arya and Nymeria are both wild and free. They love each other and will protect one another, which is why she wasn't mauled in the woods, but both of them have seen and experienced too much to ever be tamed again. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.